Hi guys, what's up? How is it going? It's your Luxsylva here, your very Italian June player from Italy, of course. I'm main June from Tag 2 and high player finally in Tekken 8. I do stream on Twitch, I do content on Instagram, other social media. I did also a cosplay, the love is here, and I missed the Lidia trailer from last month. So finally, I'm glad to watch this with you for the first time because apparently they released a footage for Lidia on EGN. And it was kind of unexpected because we didn't expect that just right now, let's say. So, let's go guys. No time to waste. Let's watch it together. I'm gonna comment with you. Oh!
The fighting Prime Minister of Poland, Lidia Sobieska, makes her return to the King of Iron Fist tournament in Tekken.
This dress is super cool!
She's a complex character, even by Tekken standards.
Yeah,
but fortunately, Bandai Namco's esports manager, Luxsylva, gave me an hour-long demonstration of her best moves, what's special about her kit,
this jacket and trousers outfit very serious for Prime Minister is pretty cool, not gonna lie.
In Tekken 8.
Okay. I gotta say, I like her alternate outfit already. I always thought she's a very cool, unique character for Tekken. We need a karateka, a woman karateka for Tekken. It's something we always needed. And I have a lot to say about the character, honestly. Just one thing though. She doesn't need to be broken. She doesn't need to be broken as she was in Tekken 7. I hope she won't be, but I have a bad feeling about it. But let's go. Let's go. She looks a bit too much like Nina though in that picture.
In Tekken 8, she has a total of 4 of them. They are cat stance, horse stance, striking wolf stance,
yeah, cat stance,
and
true.
heaven and earth.
She has lots of stances.
Each stance has a number of follow-ups from lows to quick highs that beat jab mashes to punishing mids that can lead to hugely damaging combos.
She has tons to
She's
stop
a
this
character that
woman.
can leave her opponents scared to press buttons, and when they're conditioned into that state, then she can use moves that are plus on block to keep her pressure going.
Ooh.
She's also got very strong punishes, a fully tracking blow that will go over.
She's a very good punisher. I think that's her best point. And she has tons of options from all over the stances. She has a very strong 50-50. She was a very well-designed character for Season 4 for Tekken. And before the nerfs, she was devastating everybody. And then after we got Kunimitsu, and then all we know the story. But hey, let's keep going.
Very strong approach tools in both her forward 2 and forward 1. She's also a character that benefits greatly from her heat gauge, which we'll go over right now.
Yeah, oh my god, I wonder how she will work in heat engage though.
Moves, starting with the aforementioned forward 2. A returning move from Tekken 7, forward 2 is a
forward 2 on its plus 15. Okay.
Mid-punch that leaves Lidia at plus 5 on block and forces her into horse stance.
Plus 5 on block. Okay.
Regardless if the attack hits or is
blocked.
On hit, the opponent is in a real bad spot. It's plus 15 and leaves her in a position where she can do pretty much any follow-up in horse stance and it will beat mashing.
My god. This means that will lead to a gameplay where she can keep neutral, and this is worrying for competitive players and pro players. Like, I'm sure she will be used from most of them, at least the first months. Oh my god, the follow-up looks pretty strong.
I'm blocking a mid heat engager that's only -10 on block, a low counter hit
only
launcher, or take a gamble and mash to try beat an axe kick that leaves Lidia at +8 on block and transitions into a whole new stance with another set of mix-ups.
Okay, that's a lot.
It gets better. If she lands this move in heat, she's at +17 and can get a guaranteed follow-up that ends with her going into heaven and earth stance where she can threaten with several strong attacks.
That looks scary.
And that powers up some of her moves for the rest of the match. The little brother to forward 2, forward 1 is a running high punch approach option that's pretty good, man. 6, but doesn't force her into a stance. The drawback, of course, is that it's a high ducked, but since ducking against Lidia is so scary,
seems very linear, but I wonder if it's still very linear here in this game. But that's a very good aggressive tool.
See everything I said before about forward forward 2? This is a very useful option to mix into your approach and keep your turn. Her forward 1+2, 3, 1+2 string, called Political Storm, is back with a new twist.
This one can be delayed as well, it's a very strong move.
Forward 1+2 for the last hit that adds on a bit of extra damage. Aside from that, it's Lydia's 14-frame Punisher.
And then the Seat Engager
has fantastic range. And while the final hit of the combo is launch punishable, she can stop after the second hit and only be -10. Alex warned though that it is no longer hit confirmable between the third and fourth hit like it was in Tekken 7. Back 1 is a safe mid heat engager with 18-frame startup, is +2 on block.
This one's pretty good too.
Wall and knock down if it hits while you're already in heat. Not much else to say about it other than that seems pretty good. Down forward 2 is a 15-frame mid that goes into cat stance and is +11 on hit, which means that if it hits, once again, the opponent is in a bad spot where they'll have to guess, as pretty much all of her follow-ups will be
My god!
From cat stance, she's got a safe mid that leads to a
I love the cat stance.
A low, and a high
cat stance.
That said, if the initial move is blocked, the opponent can mash out of it.
Ah, it's a 0.
Is down back
okay,
4,
it says on 0, but it's pretty good.
Average low poke. It's a bit slow at 22 frames of startup, but it does track sidestep left and is
there's a good tracking.
What's nice about it is that you're standing after.
It's a very good tracking.
So you don't limit yourself to wall.
I don't know if they will mention it, but it's down forward 3, the move that scares me the most.
Rising moves after landing it. Down 2 is another low.
Down 2, oh okay,
frames,
yeah.
But it is -4 on hit.
Just as
so
she had
knows
before.
That, they can take their turn back if it hits.
-4 on it, okay.
And if it counter hits, you get a free from crouching down forward 2 heat engage.
Yeah, I'm expecting the frames to change a little bit in Tekken 8.
From crouching
so this is important to check out.
Another low, though this one can knock down from close range and has a guaranteed follow-up with forward 3.
It reminds me the June one because she has the same input move from full crouch.
The downside is that this one is launch punishable if blocked, so
but doesn't do full combo, so just a follow-up.
Quarter circle forward 4 is a 17-frame tracking high that leaves Lidia at +1 on block. But if it hits, she's at +10, which
is this a new move? I don't remember she had this.
1-2-2 jab string, which does respectable damage and leaves her at +8 in cat stance for a mix-up opportunity. Speaking of 1-2-2, it's worth noting that this build shows that it's
but that's pretty good though.
That's not really true, since it forces Lidia into cat stance regardless of whether it's blocked or hits. And Lidia can't block in that stance, which means that
she's unsafe
here. Don't just go throwing this out, or you might pay for it. Now let's talk about down back 3. This move is sick. It's a 16-frame, fully tracking
this one, down back 3, yeah, that's one.
Either left or right, and
this one is super scary.
7 in horse stance. So it's a position very much like if you had just landed forward 2. She does trade against jab mash.
Anyway, she's an amazing jawline. Random.
Some options, but even in those trades, you
they made even better than before.
As you would imagine, it's launch punishable, so it's a big risk throwing it out, but it's nonetheless
that's pretty cool though. But she still looks too much like Nina now, because she's blonde, more blonde than before. What did they do? They had to fix that. God damn it. This is an issue for me. It's important to have unique particularity, distinctive traits between each character to character. Always been a trouble for female characters because the body type often looks the same. So at least make them different on the face. Man, when they will understand, I don't know.
One while in horse stance will get you a high homing power crush that transitions into the
horse stance, okay.
It's +1 on block, so it allows her to continue
that's pretty
pressure,
cool though.
And on counter hit, it's +16. And finally, striking Wolf Stance 1 is a chargeable mid that is
wow, yeah, she can charge it.
And +7 when fully charged. It's easily sidesteppable and interruptible, but if it hits,
very easy
block,
to sidestep
Lidia is
though.
left in a very good position. Without a charge, she's still at +16 and gets a guaranteed follow-up. And if the full charge hits,
I love this move though. It's pretty cool. It's really cool. I don't want to fight against her though.
Look at Lydia's moveset, but these are the moves you definitely want to know, both if you're starting out using her, or if you want to get a basic understanding of what she wants to do when you're fighting against her. Now let's take a look at our punishers.
Yeah, the punishers are very good.
From 10 to 15 frames.
This outfit slay! Slay, queen! Slay! Oh my god. It's just a more casual outfit, but with the jacket still has its class. It's very cool Lidia outfit, I love it.
Her 10 frame punish is her 1-2-2 string. It does good damage and leaves her in cat stance at +8. It's an extremely good 10 frame punish.
1-2-2. Yeah, this one, guys. This one is pretty cool. 1-4 as well.
For 11 frames, she's got
2-2, and then she gets into stance. Oh man.
2-2 transitions into cat stance.
Watch out, because she's gonna get you guys. You're not escaping from the Polish karate girl. You won't escape, guys. I can't wait to see you complaining on the internet that she's busted, and I will too.
She's 4-2-4, which can wall splat.
Unless I use her.
For 13 frames, she's
unless I play her,
which leaves her at +6 on hit.
Wow.
At 14 frames, she's got the aforementioned political storm string that does big damage and is a heat engagement.
Damn,
well.
yeah, this one is one of the best tools I've seen so far.
Starting options. 3-2 is the main starter that
oh
see
yeah.
the most damage out of for 15 frames.
Oh yeah.
There's a just frame property for perfectly timed.
The just frame. I remember she had 3 just frames, if I'm not mistaken.
Extra damage.
Those can be learned pretty easily though.
Which is less ideal as it will
they're not too hard
afterwards, diminishing some of the damage. And down forward 4-2 is her far-reaching 15 frame
punish, yeah. This is another one good punisher.
Forward 1 and 2. For her wall rising punishes, she's got
you know, I'm gonna say, like, considering that I'm used to play also the other female characters, I tend to feel like when I play a character that seems like so precise like that, mostly that is around punishers, working around punishers, I have a feeling that I could be easily bored of. But that's just me, maybe.
Using 4-2 as her 11 frame, which goes into cat stance.
But yeah, she still does a lot of
and as we covered
creative moves, very nice to look at.
And wall rising 1,
but not all of them. All of them, they look like a bit stiff. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say.
She's got wall rising 3, which gets a free follow-up with forward 1+2.
Oh yeah, so rising 3 down 2.
15 frames, she's got the standard wall rising.
Yeah, like her punishers are crazy, guys. They're too good.
Together in some combos. Here
too good. That's all she's good about. She's a bit of a mix of Asuka and Leo, maybe. What do you think, guys? Let me know in the comments. And also, please remember to subscribe if you appreciate my content and what I do. Please remember to subscribe on Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch. What else? Let's see. Oh, those are the combos, right? So that will be the same Punisher. Okay. Whoa. Down 3-1. Oh! Oh, okay. It's like now all characters, they got a finisher of the combo where they just fly in and doing a summer assault kick. Well, like Jin, you know? Because they both do karate, so maybe they thought that would have been a good idea. Horse and cat, okay. It's still always fun to read. Oh.
And before we wrap up, we need to talk about one last stance of Lidia's.
Heaven on Earth stance?
Heaven and Earth is a unique stance in that she can only enter it while in heat or after a heat engager, and she can enter it while in any other stance.
This one is pretty cool, a very good addition.
Briefly earlier, when she enters the stance, she gains a charge, which simply powers up the damage of some of her moves and persists for the entirety of the match.
She has the charges now.
She has 3 main options. Press 2 for a powerful 13 frame.
She's still a bit of a complex character because when you have to manage more stances. Like even when some players say, oh, but wait, she's not hard to manage like another character, like, but still she has 3 stances. When a character has 3 stances, it takes a longer time to master.
1 for an 18 frame.
Still he has a lot of options to perform.
And 1+2 for a 16 frame high unblockable attack. And finally, the last thing to know about this stance is that it's also a parry stance.
Oh man,
if attacked during it, she will parry, restore some of her heat time.
That's so cool. That's just like in karate, you know.
One of the attacks she can use out of the stance. Lidia is a complex.
I used to perform Shitoryu karate, so
I've seen in Tekken 8.
Some of the moves resembles a lot, even though this is another type of character.
Useful for both players who want to learn how to play her, and for those looking
this
for
is
ways to deal with her
Kyokushinkai,
by
it's another
understanding her
type.
moveset just a little bit better. Thanks for watching, and for everything else, keep it here on IG.
That's nice, that's awesome. So we don't know a release date yet, but I guess we're gonna know it soon, I hope, because it's already the 11th of July. So I really hope to know more about it. Thank you so much, guys, to watch this video with me. I had fun, I enjoy it. I hope to see you soon. Also, in my chat, please leave a comment and a like to support what I do. And see you next time. Ciao, ciao!